Unit 2 Review Help video number 2. Alright, now we're going to talk about elimination. Elimination has a different set of rules. That is, you have to have x and y's lined up and you want them to have different values. So our first example, you have x's are different value, different signs but not the same values. And the y's, nicely enough, have the same value and opposite signs, so they will cancel. So we're going to go right into it, and these cancel by addition. We are adding now, so remember this is a -1 plus 3, so we get 2x equals -4 plus 24 is a positive 20, divide by 2, and x is 10. Alright, now unlike in substitution when we have to decide which equation we're going to plug it into, there's really not one clear-cut winner, so I'm just going to pick the top one, in which case I have a negative. I plug in my x value, which is 10, and then I go plus 6y equals -4. So we have -10 plus 6y equals -4. I add 10 to move it to the other side, and we get 6. Divide by 6 to finish, and y equals 1. So again, we're looking for a coordinate. So x is 10 and y is 1, and that is our solution. Now the next three questions here, I'm not going to solve them, but I'm going to say what works best. The first one, 13, is best used by substitution. Now we say one equation must be solved for a variable, but it doesn't matter if both are. The good news is that this then just gets plugged into the next position, and you get 2x plus 18 equals x plus 13. They're equal to each other. They're both equal to y. So if you look closely, this is that equation, and this is that equation. And they're just set equal to each other because they're both equal to y. The next equation, if you look at it, they're lined up. No, neither is solved for y, so this one's best suited for elimination. The next one, again, they're both lined up, so again, elimination probably the best method. Again, I'm not going to solve them, but that's what you would do. Next one, same thing. They're lined up well. Elimination's a good plan. Oops. And then the next one, notice one equation solved for y, so substitution's probably best suited there. Alright, we have a lot of trouble with word problems. Now, if we take a look at this one, we actually did quite well with the first one, where we have the sum of two numbers is 34, their difference is 19. I think we feel pretty good about that one. Same thing with 19. Sum of two numbers is 40, difference is 10. So real quick, the sum means x plus y equals 40. Difference is x minus y equals 10, and that's set up for elimination. Alright. These are the ones where we probably have much more difficulty. Now what are these equations? And this is not easy, so we need to have a lot of practice on these. 5 times one number, 5 times one number added to 10 times another is 10. Now some key things there. 5 times a number added to 10 times another number is 10. Is means equals. That's one equation. 3 times the first number plus 4 times the second number is 0. So 3 times the first number plus 4 times the second number is 0. So we're looking closely at the words in the order in which they give them. 21, and then you can solve from there. 2 times one number plus 5 times another number is 16. 2 times one number plus 5 times another number is 16. And then 8 times the first number minus 15 times the second number is negative 6. So 8 times the first number minus 15 times the second number is negative 6. And that's our next set of equations. And then you can solve from there. Next one, at one point in the basketball season, all of Grant's points came from 2-point baskets and 3-point baskets. He scored a total of 42 points. There's a total. Now the number of 2-point baskets, is twice the number of 3-point baskets. Now let's take a look at our first one, our first set of information. If you make a 2-pointer, it has a value of 2. If you make a 3-pointer, it has a value of 3. So this represents every regular basket you make, it's worth 2 points. Every 3-point basket you make, it's worth 3. And combined, you get a total of 42 points. Now the next one says that the number of 2-point baskets, which we're saying is x, is twice the number of 3-point baskets. Now notice I'm not putting the value of a 3-point basket in there. I'm just talking about how many 3-pointers they made, how many 2-pointers they made. So I just have the x for 2-pointers, is means equals, twice the number of 3-point baskets, so 2y. So this one's set up for elimination. Alright, and this ends Unit 2 Review Help, Video 2.